Dr. Greenthumb show. Lord of mercy. How you doing? How you doing?
Thank you very much. Salute to all y'all. It's the Dr. Greenthumb Sean. Be real, a.k.a. Dr. Greenthumb. Second day back. Don't get too used to it. There's more work to do. To my right, the legendary hitman, Julio G.
I'm in the house today, baby. I don't have to be up there. I love it. I'd rather be on the side, man. I appreciate you letting me sit in, but I like the side view, man.
I feel you, man.
Yes, sir.
I wish I could
Welcome
be on
back,
the
though,
side.
man.
I wish I could be on the side sometimes.
You do very well over there, though.
You got it, bro.
Oh, yeah. He knows how to lead all day. My man, Psycho Leezy up in the building.
Salud, cheers.
Another legend.
For
Tuesday,
sure.
you know how we putting it down.
Bird.
Cheers.
We got the guys in the treehouse, the treehouse crew, Dom, Raw Bra, and Blombo.
I see you're baking it, B.
All day. It's Burious. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Shout out to Julio G.
Yeah. I'm bigging back.
Big and back.
He did that last week. I saw laughing, man. I was like,
Caught you off guard.
Got me off guard, bro. That was cool, though. I love it.
We got another legend, the strong one, Steftone.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, mine. Ooh, it's good to be back instead of on a bus.
Word up.
Although, you know, I like rocking stages and all that stuff. You know, it's good to be here with the bros, chopping it up.
Where were you at, though? You're in Europe or you got back up here?
We started in Europe. We were in Austria for the Frequency Festival, which was off the chain. Like, you know how it is. I mean,
Yeah, we were talking about it, yeah.
You've been to Austria with us many times, and it's
Crazy.
the same. You know what I mean? The same crazy, right? Just, you know, those particular joints, you know, we did without Send Dog, so we went in there high-powered set. And knocked it down. And one of them was with Slipknot. And I think that was Puka Pop, because we played Puka Pop in Belgium, which was off the chain. I mean,
Belgium's always cracking.
y'all know how that be.
Yeah,
like
Belgium
everybody,
goes in. They go
everybody at this table has been to these places.
Yeah.
You know how.
Belgium goes in.
Yeah.
They go in for sure.
And so then we had to fly to Chicago from Belgium to do the Ruido Fest, which was
What was that?
It was awesome, man. I was like,
All Hispanics?
at first, Julio, I was like, what are we doing here?
But it was a Hispanic show?
Yeah, because it was all Spanish.
All groups.
Most Spanish groups, but there was Spanish rap, Spanish, you know, like rock and different different things, right? But like, you know,
Y'all fit right in. Boom.
Hey, at first I was like, I wonder if they think we're gonna play like a whole Spanish set or something. And then we started noticing all the Cypress Hill T-shirts out there. And we're like, oh, okay, our fans are here. What this might be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we threw the one Spanish song out there. We threw "I Want to Get High" in Spanish, and they ate that up. But like the rest of the show, boom, bounce, cracking, you know, Chicago style. It was awesome.
That's great. There's a big like Hispanic community there.
Big time.
Huge, bro.
Puerto Ricans and
all of it. It's
Mexicans.
a mixture of a lot of Mexicans there. So,
Yeah.
so it's a place to do one of them kind of shows.
But yeah, I was tripping out. And then, you know, we didn't have Send there for the Spanish part right there, because usually, you know, he's got
he
the
does.
songs.
Yeah, for sure.
So in the catalog, Send got those songs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just needed to give you a few more shots, and you would have come with the whole Spanish.
You
set.
absolutely right. And I'll tell you, give me a couple of them shots, baby. I'll be speaking Spanish all day.
Yeah, bro.
No, but it was fun, man.
That's cool.
It was fun. And then Send joined us after that Chicago show for the joints with Ice Cube, the West Fest.
Oh, so Sim was on stage with you?
Yeah, he came back to the stage
Really?
in Wichita, and what was the other one? There was Wichita.
That's good,
Nebraska.
man.
Yeah,
That's
Wichita, Nebraska, and Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, good, man.
And those were fun too. And said, dog, he sounded sharp.
Good for him, man. Good for him.
Más pingón.
Yeah, man,
he's got to
that's
get his
right.
legs back a little bit.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
he was
but he's
two-stepping
back in-
slowly, but
yeah.
like his vocals were boom on the money right there.
Good, man. That's good. Good for Sendo.
And people were, they were stoked to see him up there. You know what I'm saying? And
Hell yeah.
but they were good shows, man. I gotta say.
That's tight.
And Ice Cube and Dub C, they rock. They got chemistry. I mean, they rock.
Where was that show at?
Which one?
The Ice Cube.
Well, those were all the last three
The last
because it was like a part of the West Fest
Okay.
tour package thing that they're doing, which is Yin Yang. For that particular three was Yin Yang Twins, Bone Thugs, Cypress Hill, Ice Cube. They were getting a dose.
Oh, man.
So dope.
I was
And
going to tell you, it's crazy to see that Ice Cube is still like so there. And, because he's from 80s, you know what I mean? He's from the beginning.
Right? 86, 87?
Yeah, man. You got to give him that. Like,
You
he's
gotta
there.
give him that,
He's
yeah.
there still, like, and his songs still just,
And doing relevant shows.
those songs
too.
are
I mean,
popping. They're just, they don't go away.
He got
catalog.
catalog.
When
he
you
got.
do real hip hop, that's forever, B.
No, it's forever. No, it's so true. It's so true.
But you got to have catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have that catalog. And then if you notice when Ice Cube performs, his sound is incredible. He has an incredible sound. So he spends a lot of money to make sure that his sound is great. So that's what gives you more of an experience when you hear his music, because it gives you that, he has that bottom end in it, so you feel it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
man. You
His
know what I mean?
team got him sounding
The
great.
sound is incredible. He has a great sounding stage. That's for sure. Ice Cube.
And not for nothing, but like, he got Dub C up there with him who
Killing.
could hold the show by himself.
Straight up. No, that's another thing I was saying. And by the way, look at Dub C is up there on stage with him. Dub C is early 80s.
He's
like
early 80s
techno
too.
hop records, bro.
80,
Like,
88, 89.
no, that's 88, 89. But I mean, if you go back to Dub C, where I
What year
remember
was-
him was he beatboxed on somebody's record. I forgot if it was
What year was Low Profile?
Low Profile was probably like 89,
88, 89,
88,
right?
89, right? But before that, I knew Dub C because he beatboxed on somebody's record. That's how I met Dub C at first. I forgot but it was on Techno Hop Records. I remember that. But that's how far back Dub C has been around. He's been in hip hop since the early inception of hip hop.
I
But
know.
people just know him kind of from Low Profile up. But before those years, he was in the
He's
mix.
been putting in work.
He's been putting in work, bro. He's
Hey,
been putting
and
in work from
not-
the beginning.
And not for nothing, and I'm sorry about it, but nobody crip walks like
No,
WC.
no.
Dub C.
And honestly,
got
he
that
brought it
down.
out because if you really remember, he was the one that actually reintroduced it to. Because
True
crip
that.
walking is from the '70s. I grew up as a kid in my neighborhood, and people I watched all the crip walking since the inception of it. But Dub was the one that kind of brought it back into that generation, and
Yeah.
then that generation kind of sprung it back again. It became popular because crip walking wasn't really popular no more like that in the early times when it was.
Yeah.
It kind of died out. It was anytime you played Knee Deep. If Knee Deep came on, you already knew that
It was because it was
that's
gonna
like the
crack.
anthem. It's gonna crack. It's
It was gonna
it's a
crack.
gangster party. So that's how it was in my neighborhood, at least. You know what I mean? If it was anything Knee Deep, forget it. It
Yep.
was a gangster party. Crip
Yeah,
walk.
Knee Deep comes on.
But then that kind of went away, and then you see it here and there. But then he brought it back, and that's where when he did it on that Dr.
And I'm-
Dre concert. That's when they're all in white. That's what really blew it up.
Yeah, Bolton just showed a small clip of it. Run it back one more time. I mean, and then you're up there with Cube doing that.
Yep.
I mean, this is
Look
one
at
of the
that.
biggest platforms. I mean, this is iconic right here.
Yeah,
Pop beat.
and the thing about Dub C is like to me, he like represents a real true. Like if you want to see a real South Central LA,
yeah, that's him.
that's who that is.
That's who that is.
That's who that is.
He's a
right?
great representative of
Absolutely,
that. Have you seen him
absolutely.
lately?
We seen him at that show last time.
He's a house right now, bro. Like he's been hitting them weights.
oh,
boy.
he can get in, huh?
Boom! He's on swole. And they should, you gotta call him Swole
I
C in
forgot
a
what,
minute.
What does Dub C do? I think he writes for that show, right? That a really popular show about the drugs, about the 80s.
CJ
Nah, what is
Snowfall?
Snowfall.
Snowfall.
Yeah, you know
Dub
he,
C writes for that?
he's the guy the main character.
Yeah.
He's the one that coaches the main character to give him that attitude.
Really?
Yeah, he's been doing that.
Hey, that's
That's
good.
all Dub C.
That's why that show's
That's why
that
it's so
good,
authentic.
though.
That's why I told
That-
him when I seen him. I said it's so authentic because
The only thing they lost me on was the tiger in Huntington Park or wherever that was supposed to be.
I haven't been that far into it, but yeah.
Oh man, I like the show, but that part is like the equivalent of when, Fonzie in his leather jacket puts on some water skis and jumps over the shark. You know what I'm saying? That, I mean, in what neighborhood, in any hood that you've ever been to, did someone harbor a tiger
No.
in their backyard?
No.
Yeah.
So the thing
you'll get to it if you watch.
I think it's because it's Homeboy passed away. The main guy that was directing,
John
right?
Singleton.
Yeah. So after
Rest
that
in
is when I
peace.
kind of lost it a little bit because it was just like I don't know. I just like the way he did it.
It's still pretty good though.
Yeah,
it's still pretty good. They just kind of, you know, this last season, they added this one piece in there that was just kind of ridiculous, but everything else was cool.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
love the music they play in there. Man.
Oh man,
the music be bumping.
hey homie, that plays his uncle, something. That dude, he's good.
Hell yeah.
The homie with the huge Jerry curl.
Yeah, for sure.
That guy's good, man.
Yeah, I like that show.
Yeah, because there was plenty of dudes like that in every hood, just down for the get down. And was dealing with fools like the fool that would deal and check fools like that guy.
I think that shows a great representation of like what really went down in the 80s.
I think so
absolutely.
too.
Like it's very close to like a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, with the exception of the tiger thing.
Yeah, everything else is pretty on point. Like about how the dope game was going around, and
yeah,
it was a crazy time in LA.
And you know, it's loosely based off Freeway Rick.
It is.
They took his
Absolutely.
story and then sort of just Hollywooded it up a little bit, but the representation of what was going down, yeah, they got that solid.
Yeah, but because it's Rick Ross, because it was look when I was a kid, we used to. That's how legendary Freeway Rick Ross is. I remember as a kid being on a bike and people talking about Freeway Rick Ross back. They just word of mouth.
Yeah,
he was just like, oh man, you heard of Freeway Rick,
and he had the Freeway Boys.
Yeah, and he had the money. Like everybody knew that he was doing it, and so it's crazy. Like it was
But
no
he didn't
internet
flaunt
back
it.
then. No, he didn't. No, he was smart.
Yeah, he wasn't flashy. This dude was like the guy. You know, he was the guy down here last.
He was a man.
And he was making more money than pretty much every dude that was in, like, probably most of the crack that was going around in all these neighborhoods were from his back.
Came from him. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was the supplier.
He was the guy. But you would never, like, if you saw him, you'd be like, this ain't the guy.
He was the chosen. He was the chosen.
He was the chosen one. Realistically,
He'll blend
because-
right in, and you wouldn't know this.
yeah,
guy's worth
because he wasn't
$10 million.
he wasn't about the big chains or the fancy clothes or the crazy whips. He kept it low key, like on purpose.
Everyone knew him, and he had all the juice.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was the plug, bro.
He was the plug,
He was the
man.
main plug, bro.
I tell you, Bloods and Crips alike.
They all bought from him.
Most of their bags were from him. Like they would get it from someone else. They wouldn't be getting it from him directly, but one of his lieutenants or somebody that was, affiliated with the Freeway Boys or something like that. And most of that was like, we know where that came from.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He said it. I mean, he said who his plug was.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Think about that.
That's what I'm saying. He had all the juice.
He had all the juice
We need to get
until he didn't.
Yeah. Well, until it wasn't convenient. You know, the story
Yeah.
needed to be.
Till they had to wipe that. Yeah.
They had to change the story.
But like, when you watch
You
Snowfall,
think it's right? You think it's right for the rapper Rick Ross to use that guy's name like that and
Nope.
give him some respect? And he actually talks about selling dope, and he's a drug dealer, and so it's very close to who Homeboy is. It ain't just kind of like accidentally you pick that name.
I mean, I think you could say inspired by. You know what I mean? But if you don't say that, then people look at you a little funky. You know what I'm saying?
Is he even admitting that?
But-
I got the name.
But
from
you want to know, well, the whole thing is that, to the East Coast contingency, they didn't know who Rick Ross was. They knew the dope dealers on that side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't really know about our guys over here.
Yeah, they had their own Rick Ross out there.
But I think Rick knew enough about Freeway Rick to be inspired to like come out with this image, right? I can't.
It's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
Tough one.
Because
If some guy came out as Be Real 20 years from now, and then he's like, yeah, and he's doing his voice a certain way, but he's like, yeah.
I mean, that's always been a part of hip hop. Where you steal the gangster's name.
well, that 50
for
Cent
rappers, 50
apparently
Cent
did that. Yeah,
did it, like I can name 100.
that's
other ones.
now not saying that's right,
No,
but if you could make a run with it,
yeah.
and they have. But I mean, yeah,
That's just a crazy one.
it is crazy. I like-
and I fuck with Rick Ross. I was probably one of the first to play him in LA, so it's not like I'm hating on Rick Ross. I'm just
I fuck
saying
with
because
both of-
I know I'm from LA and I know the original Rick Ross.
I'm just saying, to come up
I get down with
with the
both of
persona
them.
and have so many parallels.
Here's for my violation right here, because I know I violated right here.
That for all those parallels to come out and it just be chance that they were, similar.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know what Rick Ross, because I think they have like an issue or something, but I don't
They do
really
got
know-
an
I don't
issue,
really
for
know
sure.
where Rick Ross stands with the situation or what he's really said about it. I haven't looked that deep into it.
And what I think is like, don't be stealing people's names that's still relevant. Like, like it's cool. You could steal some old school gangster,
Mm-hmm.
but like somebody that's still relevant and going by that name, like no. And he's a legend too.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta respect the name.
For real.
I just thought he should have adapted a little bit more to like, hey, this is the real Rick Ross where it came from, and let me salute that dude.
Yep.
And cool. And by the way, here's
Yeah.
a little something, a bag for
That
you.
would have went a long
Here's a
way.
little bag for you
Yeah.
because that's how we do it.
Not even.
And I would have respected that to the fullest.
That would have went
right?
a long way.
But
I
when
agree.
it didn't turn into that,
I
and
agree.
it became like an issue, I just thought it's kind of not fair for Freeway Rick. That's who he is, man. He's
Yeah.
Freeway Rick. Like I said, since I was a little kid.
That's what he's got.
That's who he
got
is.
his name.
He's that dude, bro.
Yeah.
He's Rick Ross.
all he got.
So let's,
I
let's
think
keep it real.
that's why he's calling himself Freeway Rick now. As
He was
opposed-
Freeway Rick back then, but they know him as Rick Ross
Yeah.
too. You know what I'm saying? So
And this guy changed it to Rose.
yeah, I like Rick Ross though, the rapper. Don't get me wrong. I
I-
love,
yeah,
love his
I
music. I,
fuck
think
with
he's an
him.
incredible rapper and all that. It's just that.
Thirsty.
It's just I just was curious what you thought about that. You know what I mean?
Thirsty.
He fucks with him.
Yeah, I feel. Well, there you go. You're gonna take that.
Nah, I said
Rick
fucks.
Ross getting you
I
in
said
trouble,
fucks.
man.
F-U-X.
No, that don't count, Papa. You already know this.
He's thirsty.
I tried.
No, but yeah, I get down with both of them, man. It's a hard one, but you're right. I think when you're using someone's name, you got to give them some sort of due. You know what I mean?
At least, boom. Talk to the man, like, and show him, like, yo, you the man.
Yeah. To avoid it is.
Like,
Hey, Bieber, I wanted to ask you, how was like Nebraska? How was the whole scene over there?
It was good, man. I mean, them folks
They're into
got-
the whole music. They was into the whole vibe. It
Oh,
was going down.
It was awesome, man.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
because it's the package of, again, Yin Yang opening up, and then Bone Thugs, who are legendary. I mean, out of all rap groups, I think they're the top selling rap group of all time, over us and the Beasties and Wu-Tang.
Yeah, they're big.
And then you got us, and then you got Ice Cube. I mean, like, and
That's a lineup.
they haven't seen that kind of package or that package ever, right? So,
And everybody got a stage show, so it's a good show.
and there ain't been shows in that area
Yeah.
in a while. So, yeah, I mean, it was pretty good, man. I mean, I don't really like the seated venues when they put the seats in.
Oh, okay.
I like the general admission. You know how it is
Yeah.
when people are standing up, they move around, and it's,
Yeah.
eating a hot dog.
it's a different energy. But I'll tell you what, these people got up out their chairs and they were partying with us, man. They weren't just sitting there.
Wow, that's cool.
It was awesome, man, and they enjoyed the show thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? Every group.
How was your weed though?
Well, we took our
You
weed.
had your own.
We had our weed,
Playing with that,
Poppy.
But
You know how it
I'm
goes.
Sure, I'm sure people bring you little presents.
Well, we didn't take no
It
presents.
don't
man.
matter if he got his weed.
We got it.
He don't need none of that, bro. He
No,
don't need none of that.
I accept presents sometimes.
Yeah, they cool. Yeah, they're cool. But when B-Roll got his own thing, trust.
Hey, that-
It's
I'll tell you what though, man. We've been on this kick lately where we're just straight gym ratting it, right? Like every day, the gym. Like Bobo, we finally got
in
Bobo
the mix, huh?
in the mix, like in the gym every morning. Even like now, like today, like this guy has been putting in the work. Like, cause you know me, I put my work in on tour, off tour. I do it, right? And I don't stop. And I've been trying to get Bobo in it for a minute. And he finally got in it. And man, yeah, he's putting his work in, dropping his weight. He's playing stronger and just way sharp, man.
Good
I gotta
for him.
say, salute to the icon
Hell yeah.
putting in the work. And I've been seeing E-Zone. E-Zone's been putting in work too. He's been trying to stay above my calorie count. I see it.
Man, isn't he here? Did we skip him out?
He's not here today. He's here on
Yo, so
Wednesdays.
So when these people are walking, you could see them.
Wait,
walking?
yeah, wasn't he supposed to
I
be?
saw him earlier.
No, he's Wednesday, Thursdays.
Oh, yeah, he's Wednesdays, Thursdays. Sorry.
So, like I was asking you about the watch, when these people are moving and working out, you see it, right?
Yes, it notifies all of us that are locked in together when one is working out.
That's
Wow.
funny.
And
Ain't no getting out of it, huh?
no,
You didn't make it today, big dog.
didn't make it in. You didn't
It's
take,
9:10, baby.
You didn't take that walk today, baby.
I didn't get no notification.
I didn't get no notifications, man.
Hey, bro, it's noon. You got 53 steps in. That's it.
You got 12 steps.
Where'd you move to
in
the
this
kitchen and back, man? Come on, bro. You got 32 steps in. It's noon.
He got 12 steps. He got up off his bed to take a piss. And went back.
Oh, that's crazy.
6 steps to the toilet, 6 steps to the bed.
I'll be challenging him for the lowest numbers.
B-Real's like, I'm 7,000 steps in, baby. Come on now. Stop,
I
bro.
got the lowest.
Come on, man.
Well, today, for right now, I'm 14,000
See?
steps
Look
in.
at that.
7.661 miles, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Not
there you
61
go.
miles, 7.6 miles. You know how it goes.
What's the average a day?
For me,
Yeah.
probably about, let me look at this one more time.
What about the average person? You think like no working out?
My average is probably about 20,000 steps a day lately.
That's
As-
good.
within the last 3 to 4 weeks, because we've been on
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's nearly twice the what's expected as the minimum.
Yeah, E-Zone and I've been pushing each other even outside of competition. Like we'll see each other's calories and we're like, nope, I got to go up.
Wow.
And that's good.
That's great, man. That's a great way to do it, though. That's challenging everybody, and nobody can skip out, and then you feel it if you skip out. So that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, we even got
don't
Trey.
rock.
We even got
It's working.
Yeah, we even got Trace on the watch, man. He's
There
like
you
trying to
go.
get his steps in. You know, I think it motivates everybody when someone sees that workout going off. Like, oh, I gotta
do
get it.
I gotta get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
And I mean, that's just for the longevity of you.
Nah, for
It's
sure.
good to just even if you're not working out, like you're doing like just steps, like walking.
Yeah.
You know, easy walking. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like not even like hitting weights or any of the crazy stuff we do, but as long as you're just constantly doing something.
Mm-hmm.
I know Bart's is up there, right? With the,
He's playing for 4th.
I seen Bobo the other day playing with he was playing with C- somewhere, and they posted it, but he was killing.
Oh yeah.
I could tell because I played with him, so I know him, so I was just like, oh damn, Bobo, he's sharp. But I actually sat there and watched it for a while. I was like, oh okay, like damn, you right, like because he was very precise, and I was just like, I could tell something was different about him 'cause
Yeah.
the way he was playing, because I know him, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh man,
Yeah, he's
Great
playing.
fit.
he's a super. Yeah, that was that at Burke's
Smoke
thing?
Fest?
What was that at?
Yeah.
That's what that was at. Yeah, that was good. That was great, man. He was killing it.
Yeah, like he's been like playing precise and strong. And like, you know, with his vibe, like he always plays, man.
Yeah,
It's crazy. But more so you could tell this on the drums. Because, you know, that's the thing that had always, you know, got him spent at the end of shows. It's like going back and forth from the congas to the drums, because that's what he's doing on a lot of the songs. Like there'll be a patch where it's just all congas, and then a block where there's, you know, drums to particular songs, right? And at the end, he's spent because, like, he's going back and forth on both those things, and he's doing vocals.
oh yeah.
It's a lot, and he burns a lot of calories doing that. Before, you know, like, he was, like, staggering off stage practically, you know, like, oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You know? But now he's walking off like
nothing.
with me, like, this is nothing, baby. We could have did a whole other hour.
Just floating onto the bus like nothing.
Oh, yeah. Bobo's walking with chest up and out like,
That's good.
that's
man.
right, baby. I got another 45 in me right now.
good.
Now, and he's, you know, he does the warm-ups before the show now. Him and Lord they'll be warming up. I'll warm up with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I get, you know, like right now, my hand speed and precision on percussions, I'm good right now.
I seen you guys DJing.
I've been like on my ish.
Mm-hmm. That's how you got to do it, man.
Practice, put the hours in.
Hell yeah.
Even when you know the thing.
keep doing it.
Like when I got home, immediately I got on the turntables and started practicing because,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, hey, I like the whole get down of it.
Lord makes it look easy, like anyone.
He does, yeah.
Nah, he's great.
Yeah, Lord
Yeah.
just likes to show off.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, he comes from that battle that what's the
DMCs.
yeah, he comes from that DMC stuff. You know what I mean? On top of he's just a dope
He's just
DJ.
dope. Yeah, he's really dope. He's really dope.
Organic.
I like certain people like you remember back in the beginning when you guys first started working together, remember I told you he's dope.
Yeah.
I told you from the beginning.
Yeah.
I was like, he's dope. I be keeping up on people who's doing what they do, but there's just certain guys like I'll use him as an example. He has his own thing. He cuts his own way. He's
Right.
on his own pocket. It's like if I turned around, I would know it's him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The way he cuts and everything, it's unique to him. That's what I like about DJs. You don't have to be the baddest scratcher. It's just you got to be dope at just being your shit.
Having a style.
What do you got that's
Yeah.
dope? That do your shit dope.
Yeah.
And you kill it on that.
Yep.
You a bad motherfucker because
Yeah.
you got that. And that's what I like about Lord. He has his own he has his own scratch style. Like
Yeah.
the way he cuts, it's really choppy and it's really rhythm. You know,
Yeah.
on a real rhythm. You know what I mean? So that's what I like about him.
He got the speed.
Yeah, and he got the speed.
Yeah.
He's got it. He's got
Speed
that
is
the rhythm
incredible.
part. He got all that, but it's him.
What's crazy is I didn't realize how dope he was. I mean, we've been doing like shows with Public Enemy across the world for years, but like you don't get to see him flex on their show like that. You know what I mean? And when we were doing like when we started working with Prophets, it was at a rehearsal where I saw him just sort of warming up before the guys got there. I was like, oh, what the? I was about to get myself again. I was like, oh man, this dude's a beast. Like, cause he hadn't unleashed to these
Right.
guys like that, and you know, like I understood why Chuck wanted him to get down
Yeah.
at that point, right? And yeah, that's when I realized I was like, oh, okay, I get it. This dude's, and that's when I was trying to like talk these guys into like, okay, follow him sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, like in the creative
Yeah, let
process,
him cut a little bit.
like check out what he's doing
Yeah.
and build around that. Cause you know he was doing some.
Because
dope
he's good
stuff.
at that.
Yeah,
he's got
good
that
at
down. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Mad props, DJ Lord.
Word. Mad props.
Yeah.
Mad props. Yeah, but Bobo, he's been playing strong, and that's that workout stuff, man.
I
Mad props, Bobo.
That's good to have a diesel drummer because you know your snares are gonna be smacked.
Smacking. Because if your drummer is struggling to play,
Yeah, got skinny
like,
drummer.
oh man,
Sounded like a rim
it's
shot at
just
the end
gonna
of
be
the
like instead of bop.
Yeah,
like,
you got a little rim shot at the end.
you got-
That's it, bro.
so you
Rock
need-
Superstar just with a little tap.
oh man,
Come on,
You
bro.
want the rim shot in there with it.
You
But
do.
you don't
Yeah.
want it to be just the
Just
rim.
that. When you weaken down, you slow it down.
Yeah, you don't want it to be like this. You hear it like this.
Click.
Hell yeah.
Paper snares.
Yeah, paper snares. No, Bobo's got it cracking right now. You stay on it, Bobo. I know you're in the Discord listening. or watching, so, yeah, but yeah, the shows were fun. To say the least, man. And I know we got a few more shows coming up with Cube. I'm trying to get him out. I'm trying to get him down here. But Don Mega is very.
He'll
busy.
pop up when he pops up, man.
He'll pop up when he
does it.
pops up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's serious about his business.
He is.
Yeah, he's always been a real serious guy. That's what I tripped out on him. I always tell people the story about Ice Cube. When I first was on 92.3 The Beat, and Eazy-E had just passed away, and I was like doing the whole show by myself, DJing and hosting it. I needed somebody to like with a name to come on, like to kind of give me some like validation in the
Right.
city, like you know what I mean, like something to, because people knew me from 1580 KD, but it still was just. It wasn't like enough at the point. It was like, yeah, we know who you are. That's cool from DJing, but who is Julio G, right? So Ice Cube, I called him, and I'm like, hey, Ice Cube, man. I was like, I just take a risk. Hey, Cube, it's me, man, Julio G, man, from 1580 KD. Man, I need your help, dog. Can you come on the show? And he's like, hell yeah, I'll do it. And I'm like, oh, thank you, man. So I did a whole commercial for it, and now my fingers are crossed. What if he don't show up? And
Right.
I've been playing this commercial for 3 days that he's, because the 92.3 The Beat, they hadn't had Ice Cube walk in there yet.
Yeah.
They were new too, so he hadn't really been
when they
up in
were on
there.
Yucca.
They were trying to get relationships with these guys. So he comes on. We had a great interview. But the thing I always tell people about Ice Cube is that when it was crazy because he showed up 20 minutes early, and I was like, oh damn.
And that's different.
Yeah, yeah. And ever since that, every time I interviewed him after that on the radio, I noticed he always showed up 20 minutes early.
Yeah, he's pro.
He's very professional. Like he's never late and he's not even like showing up barely walking in. Like I said, he's showing up. If you tell him 6 o'clock, he's there at 5:40, dog. He done that every time, and he's like, damn. I always noticed that about him. I said, this guy right here, he's serious about his business.
True that.
Why he's still relevant now.
Yeah, he's still doing that to this day. I'm sure for sure.
You know what it is he comes from that school where is if you're on time, you're late.
Right. No,
And
absolutely.
that's always a great mentality to have.
We come from that school where if you're late, you're not getting a deal, a record deal, or you're not gonna
Right.
fucking
You ain't taking it serious.
exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? You come late or yeah. It's you know, you gotta take shit serious.
No, but that I learned about Ice Cube. That's why I say he's not like he's just some gangster rapper and he's just, you know what I mean? Like doing that. Even Be Real, if you I tell people the same story about Be Real, I'll be like, hey, you see him smoke weed and all that, but don't that whole myth when people say, oh, you're just a stoner, you'll never do nothing in life. And I always just say, but there's a guy named Be Real. And it's true. It's just I know a lot of people that smoke a lot of weed and they're very, very on their shit.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like that. They function like that. And that's just the way they do it. It is what it is.
It was a
But it's not for everybody.
It was a false stigma on people. There's plenty of people that can function and smoke and take care of biz and all that stuff. But for so long, there was that propaganda where, this is going to drag you down and, you know, you ain't going to be good for nothing. And we all know that's bullshit by now. But there's still some people washed up and all that, still trying to free themselves of that whack-ass mentality that, you know, they tried to push out for so long. But, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of us out there functioning on on the highest of levels, no pun intended, taking care of our biz, you know.
And I think it kept a lot of people off more serious drugs. There's a lot of people that just the weed got so much better that people don't really, they just smoke weed. I just seen something the other day that said, or yesterday that said that there's people smoking cigarettes less.
Yeah, that's great.
That's another thing that weed is done for people too.
That's great. Salute to that.
Yeah.
Because tobacco. Man.
I used to smoke cigarettes.
I
Remember
know.
I quit
and
cold
salute to you
turkey.
because I remember when
Cold
you
turkey,
quit,
bro. Cold turkey.
It was
remember?
it was you and Ennis. You guys
it was in Canada.
quit at the same time
No,
in Canada.
I was a little bit before Canada, but
Slightly,
I was on it already.
It was Dougie and Ennis. They went
they
after
started
you.
in Canada, but I already was on it for like a month or two,
Yeah.
or a couple months. But yeah, that was a very difficult thing to get out of, man. I tell people that smoke cigarettes, this is very difficult, especially when you do it
It's a dirty
straight
habit.
cold turkey.
But you did it because I
did it.
remember, like, you know, when
was
we
tired.
would fly into places, you had to have a cigarette.
I did.
Then throughout the day you were smoking, and then
did.
before we left, before we
did.
leave, you had to smoke. What I mean, it was
then-
I was smoking a pack a day.
yeah. And then from that challenge or whatever in Canada, you stood on it.
On it.
I
never
remember
touched it
you
again.
like did like
cold turkey, bro.
I smoked-
Never had a cigarette again.
I smoked everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
I got smoked pack a half a day, 2 packs. Sometimes we'd crack a 3rd pack. It just depended on
What you doing?
how the day was going.
yeah. I remember
Did you quit too, Steph?
6 years ago.
Oh, good for
Going
you.
on 7 now.
salute
Good for
to
you.
that
Yeah.
strong
Salute.
one for that too.
Yeah.
Because I remember you chain smoking them cigarettes
all the
too,
time.
Poppy.
Yeah, it's all the time. Now these are my cigarettes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. No,
Yep.
for real, me too.
me too. Even though I never smoked cigarettes. My older brother did me a favor one time, man. He was, I'm going to say 6, 7 years older than me. So, you know, I saw him one day and he was like, you know, gangster, white T-shirt, the khakis, the crease, all that, before they were shaving the head, the slick back, you know what I'm saying? And I was watching him one day. He was smoking a cigarette, looking cool as fuck, right? And he notices me, like, checking him out, right? And he goes, you want to try this? I'm like, yeah, I want to try what my big bro's doing, right? He gives me the cigarette, doesn't tell me how to hit it. I just, like, do what I think he's doing, which was, I thought he was inhaling it.
Oh.
I take a big pull, bro, and I lost it. I started coughing, my head spinning. And he starts laughing at me. He takes the cigarette back. You want some more? I never touched another cigarette in my fucking life.
That has to be the worst experience when you just inhale a cigarette.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Thick ass smoke too. That cigarette is thick.
Oh, yeah. He fucked me up smooth with that one. But that's why I never touched a cigarette again, bro.
Wow.
He did me that favor.
No, it will make you do that when you do that.
I hated cigarettes
and
after
the worst thing about cigarettes is the cigarette cologne that you wear every day with you.
That's the very thing that keeps me from smoking now.
Crazy thing, because you quit already, right? Now you do notice it when
Yeah.
people are smoking.
Oh.
I actually feel bad about that. I'd be like, damn, man, I
Yeah.
wasn't really paying attention. I was so in my smoking thing.
Oh, I
I
was
wasn't
a straight
realizing.
punisher. I was stanking up there
I was,
everywhere.
yeah,
I
I was
went.
like, so I feel bad about that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that,
what?
that shit was all over your clothes.
Didn't
Yeah,
even
man.
think, didn't
Yeah.
even think twice what kind of stank I
Yeah,
represented.
but I didn't smell it.
Yeah, no, I didn't smell it.
I
at
thought
all.
it was
You don't
cool.
smell it?
Yeah,
Two
no,
shots of two shots of cologne.
Yeah.
It's out of here, right?
Yeah.
No, it was
Nah.
just you got cigarette cologne smell.
Yeah, you was two
you
shots
got
plus
the-
some stank.
Hey,
Cigarette with the cologne.
Hey, that's
it,
something
bro.
else. I trip out on the people that can go into them smoke boxes in those
Oh, I
Those
used-
airports.
I love those
Airports.
things. Those are great. I go sit in there for like 2 or 3 deep,
That's
come
when I knew I had a problem, dog.
coming out
That's
stanking.
when I knew I had a problem, when I had to go on one of them things
Look,
in the airport somewhere.
Those are the only times you ever know you smell. Because when you come out of those, you can smell that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can smell that.
But if you're just
bro.
regular everywhere smoking, you don't smell
Oh,
it.
you trap, man.
But
it
coming
is-
out of those, you definitely.
when you're a non-smoker, you smell that, it's the most horrible smell you could smell,
and,
bro.
and then getting home like from a late club night or something, your hoodie it
Everything,
smells
your
like
hair.
an ashtray. B. Yo, you just want to burn this clothes like for real. I would throw hoodies away and clothes away because I didn't want to smell that.
Now,
That's
people that
crazy.
smoke cigarettes out there, we're fucking sorry, but then again, not
No.
so much. Shit smells.
Hey man,
I'm not even trying to tell you
yeah,
to
what-
quit. That's your thing. I'm
That's
just
your
saying.
thing, yeah, I'm
I'm
just
just saying you stank and you don't even know it.
Right.
And you don't even know it.
Right.
yo, all my friends
Like we stink of weed, but we know it.
Oh yeah.
yeah, and listen, like all my friends that smoke, like they know. I tell them like, yo, cut that shit out. Like stop smoking. Like I always tell them. So you need
Yeah,
that person. Like keep pushing you
Yeah. No.
because just smoke weed.
Yeah. I'm glad that you stopped smoking weed, and I'm glad that you stopped
Cigarette,
smoking
too.
weed. Glad you never started. Or did you?
Nah, cigarettes.
Yeah.
Never.
Me neither. Again, my brother did me that favor.
I'll tell you one
I
thing
never
that
touched a cigarette.
I'll tell you, speaking on where you come from, I'll tell you what started to stop me was when one day, where was that place we used to stay at in New York, Be Real, that we used to always stay at, was by that park.
The Gramercy Park.
The Gramercy Park.
It's
Thank you.
gone now.
It isn't?
Rest in peace. the
Oh,
Gramercy.
man, I love that spot. That was my spot.
That was the spot.
Love that spot. That was the perfect New York spot, man. So I knew everything around there. So there was a 7-Eleven on the main street. I forgot what street it's off of. And so I went down there, man. I went and got 2 packs of cigarettes. It was $25. They were $12 a pack.
Yeah.
That's when I first got to that. And that was right before I quit. Because right there, it hit me. I was walking away. I was like, dude, these are crack prices now, man.
I know
Like-
some. I
like
know
you-
some people fade off because of the cost of them, but I never cared. I was
And
like,
you can't do what
it
do
went
it.
up. I was like,
Hey,
whatever. That's the cost.
But
of what
for
I
me,
did.
I'm thinking for me, what it started to hit me right there was to me is like, hey man, you need to chill, bro. This is you just spent $25 on 2 packs of cigarettes. These are gonna be gone. We're gonna play in Brooklyn tonight. Like $12.50, this is gonna be gone today already, bro. Like, and that was the kind of. It wasn't just because of that, but
That's like
that
$20
was
a
one-
gram right there.
Now when I'm in the hood and I be seeing 8, 9, I be driving, little cigarette things, $9. I'm like, oh man, I'm glad I stopped smoking, bro.
I was smoking the Mary Experience. I was paying $120 cartons sometimes.
Yeah, they was getting y'all.
Yo, thanks
But they ain't getting y'all no more. That's
Nah,
what
man,
counts.
I'm cool, bro. I dropped off that. You ain't getting my money, bro.
I was gonna say thanks to my pops is the reason why I never smoked because he used to smoke, and so we would, as a kid, I'm in the back seat catching all the ashes and all the smoke, and I'm just a little kid with the window open.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You just
I
get
hate
crop
this shit.
dusted.
Like, I hate
Yeah,
this
you know
shit.
what? My mother used to smoke, and I hated it. When she stopped, I thought that was the best thing in the world, man. And I was surprised that she stopped because she stopped in her I think early 40s or late 30s, somewhere around there. And I didn't think she was going to be able to, but she had willpower, boy. She cut that shit out.
I mean, I think
Those
I
are
mean,
the best cigarettes right there. When the driving cigarettes.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
That's how I started quitting. I said I'm gonna stop smoking in the car. You know, I bought a new car so I wouldn't smoke in it and just kept it clean. You know, I also at the same time smoke outside. You know, so I probably went about 6 years of that time before I was like, you know, it was only because of our homie Juan had stopped, and I was just like, damn, you already stopped. Why didn't you tell me, fool? I would have gave it a shot too.
That's cool though. It inspired you.
Yeah, so I just, you know, we just started a European tour at the time, and I have to say, I had the vape to help me get off it too. You know, I vaped for maybe like 6 months. You know, from the time I had my last cigarette.
To ease the pain.
I just enjoyed it more. Physically speaking, you know, you'd be blowing some big clouds with the vape.
Yeah, you can.
You know, nothing you could do that.
You ever smell that cigarette and you're like, yeah, I want one.
No, I'm not.
Probably not anymore.
But
Yeah.
I don't, it doesn't make me want one, and I'm not offended because I realize I was that person heavy duty.
You don't doubt.
You know what I mean? Like, so I don't get offended when I smell it. You know, I just look around, I'm like, all right, who's burning? So I just want to see who's doing it.
For me, it was like about 3 months into it, and then about 8 months into it, there was a moment where I just smelled a cigarette, and it almost got me to just like, and I was like, damn. And I wouldn't do it, but I would trip out of my brain and think to myself, think to myself how addictive it is. Like I was like, damn, look how they got you, dog. Damn, I'm glad you could skip that. Because look, bro, it tripped me out. Because it only happened 2 times. One like around 3 months into it, and about 8 months into it, where I was somewhere and I smelled a cigarette, and I was like, and I'm like, damn, bro, look how that shit got you, man. Like, I'm glad you could skip that, bro. Because man, you could have fell off right here. Like, man, you don't need that dumb shit.
Hey, look, it's great how y'all stopped though. Like that you decided to stop when you stopped, right? It wasn't like a doctor telling you, hey,
You need to stop.
you need to fucking stop right now.
Mm-hmm.
And same with you, you know what I mean? It wasn't that. You guys got it before it got to that. And that's everything, man. Because, like, when the doctor tells you to stop, there's already shit going on.
Yep, for sure.
You know what the problem is that, and you'll understand, it's like it's something about smoking weed and then smoking a cigarette after it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just something about that combination that's why I had to just get away from that.
You think that's why Euro smokes spliffs?
I'm gonna tell you about the spliffs because I smoked spliffs for almost 10 years.
Okay.
And that's when that was my heaviest period of smoking because
Explain a spliff for people that don't know a spliff.
All right, it's just a blend of a little bit of tobacco into your weed, you know, and then that ratio.
Well, for Americans, it would be a little bit of tobacco and a lot of weed.
Yeah, that's what I did.
In Europe, it would be
a lot of
tobacco, little bit of weed.
Yeah, I agree. I did a lot of weed, a little bit of tobacco, but I would start my, rolling a joint. I'd start by first lighting a cigarette, put that down, take a little piece off a cigarette, grind that all up, mix it in. Then I'd roll my joint. And the whole time I'm rolling the joint, I'm still smoking my cigarette. I'll finish my cigarette before I smoke the spliff, and then I'll smoke the spliff, and even sometimes halfway through it, I might even light another cigarette because I'm just like,
damn,
double dosing.
It's a lot of
Right.
smoke.
Hey, did you say E-Zone was here in the building?
No,
Oh,
He's on in the building.
no,
I was gonna say why
the
not,
Nighthawk.
why not come sit up here? You know what I'm saying?
So what happened one time with me? I went to Europe for the first time with Cypress Hill, and we were backstage of the show. Not backstage, we were outside of the show, but it was in the back, and there was kids asking for autographs and stuff for B-roll and them. And so this is my first time in Europe. Or I might have been in Europe before, but this is with these guys. And so this kid gives me a what you call a spliff, but I didn't know it was a spliff. So I hit it like a joint.
Choked out immediately.
Horrible. It was horrible. But I immediately look over at this dude, and I think this dude just laced me with something. So I'm about to grab him by the throat because I'm like, hey, man, what you got in this? And then B-Roll's signing an autograph over here, and he puts his hand on my shoulder. He goes, hey, Jeezy, this is the way they do it over here, man. That's called a spliff. It has tobacco. I'm like, oh.
You know how it got me? So we're doing our shows, right? And in the States at the time, they would throw joints up on stage, right? And I think we referenced that somewhere in an interview in Europe. And so the Euro kids were throwing spliffs on stage. And when it was new to us, this was our first time being in Europe. And they throw these what look like joints, but with the paper filters
Fat. That's
up.
fat.
I'm like, oh, okay, hell yeah. I take that. Boom. The feeling.
On stage, it happened to
On
you, huh?
stage, bro. I hit it.
Oh,
And a sprinkle of weed,
Yeah.
a whole lot of tobacco, a little bit of hash,
Ooh.
and man, the spins. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no. I never picked up another joint off a stage and smoked it after that unless I could actually,
You know
I
what it was.
inspected it, dry hit it first, and all that stuff, man.
That's
Like,
the
because
worst,
that
man.
hit me so fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Just not the hash, but the tobacco. That shit got me like
I don't know how you didn't throw up or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
because
it's
I'm a
crazy
titan.
experience to do
Because I'm a
Like,
titan.
I'll
I
be
was
gagging like, ugh.
I was created with a certain program to withstand things,
So you-
even if I don't like it.
You push the buttons.
Yeah, I had to reboot.
That's where I started smoking cigarettes. Was in Europe.
Yeah. You know what's funny? One time I was
They smoke a lot out there.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
it was normal.
hey, you guys all heard of this place, Christiana, right?
Oh, I love that place.
And I think you've been there with us
That's
in
my favorite-
Denmark.
Favorite
Yeah.
place.
We went there for our first time, and they didn't have a lot of weed in there. They had a lot of hash.
A lot of
Out
habit.
of hash.
And some dude
Always
asked
get a
us-
brick.
Some dude asked us if we wanted to hit some hash, and we're like, all right, cool. And we're thinking he's putting weed on the bottom like we do. No, tobacco.
Oh,
Straight.
Those were the times that I got like that. Oh, man, it was awful.
The
I
last
felt high, but that
Indians.
tobacco just like slapped me. And I'm like, why would you put tobacco in? Oh, well, it's to make the hash burn. And you could, what?
the last time I was there, that was where I had my tobacco cheat. You know, I'd already been about a year and a half, almost 2 years, no smoking. But I'd go there and get some pre-rolls and just enjoy a nice little tobacco and hash. And it's all, and every time you go there, at least every time I've been there, they get raided. You know, the police come in, bum rush the joint, just sit there, smoke your joint the whole time.
That's a trippy place, Christiana.
it is. It is.
Right?
I was really blown away by it.
You walk it at night, it's
It's
crazy.
trippy. It's a trip.
I was
It's a real
blown away
trip.
too.
It's way different now than how it was.
There's a little bit
way
more
back
to
when
it
we
now.
started going, yeah.
There's a little bit more to it, but it's still a little weird.
There's still good people in there, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, last time I went there, I had a great time. I was hanging out with the fools.
You might.
When the raid was going down, I just happened to be in the building they all came to. I was like, oh, shit.
You might find people having sex in the bushes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there they are. They're supposed to be raiding the place all the time.
But what I like is that sign in the front. No pictures.
Oh, yeah.
The last time I was there, they had weed. They did have some green weed there. It wasn't quite like what we're used to, but it was green enough.
I feel like they've always had weed, but they just didn't have tons of it.
Nah, yeah.
But plenty
It's
of
a cool spot though.
I
When
mean,
you think about it,
plenty of hockey puck chunk size of hash.
a lot of hash.
Me and Les were talking about the other day how the graffiti is so, like how you see that picture right there. You just see how they're just
The whole place is graffiti.
That's what it is, bro. It's just like they love it in Europe. It's like
They appreciate it.
they really do, man.
They're all
It's
about it.
art.
They're really true hip hop culture people. They just really caught on to the culture of hip hop.
all over Europe.
Yeah,
though.
that's what I love about Europe, man.
They're open.
like
Totally open, mate.
it's dope how we took some like graffiti on the wall and took it to another level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you see some nice work in Europe, dog. Straight up, I salute them.
Oh yeah,
I've
for
seen
real.
some nice pieces out
All
there,
over
man.
Europe.
Everywhere.
All over, bro.
There's
all over.
there's dope artists all over.
all over Europe, man.
Yeah, there's no
Seriously.
part of Europe not covered in some paint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like I said, and most of it is really nice. It's not like they're doing like just raggedy stuff. They got some real
They got some raggedy, but it's
some, but you
it's
see
more
some
the
nice pieces.
exception than the rule.
Yeah, yeah.
There's more art than rag,
Yeah.
if that's what we're calling it. Raggedy.
Raggedy.
Goddamn raggedy ass writing up there. Don't mean nothing. There's nothing to it. But it's like the equivalent of spit.
A toy boy. We
Yeah.
used to call them.
Yeah, toy boy.
Your toy.
Toys.
We'll put toy on top of your tag. That means your shit was whack.
You know what I like though? I always like that documentary Style Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars.
That's why rest in peace to my man K Slay. That's where I first got into K Slay, was on that.
Yeah, he was
that,
on.
He was
Star
on
Wars.
that as a youngster. Yeah, man.
As
It
an
was-
artist.
As an artist, yeah. And there was a lot of different dudes on there. It was crazy. I love that era in New York. You know what I mean? It was so like the beginning of the hip hop. You know what I mean? What they were doing was really creative. That whole era. You know.
Yeah, they were doing some special shit.
It's just the environment, man. It was all surrounded by hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
All 5, 6 elements.
I don't know if you guys kept up on this whole thing, but I don't know. They were trying to say, I guess Fat Joe had said something about Hispanics being in hip hop in the beginning, and then the people had some issue.
Yeah, and he didn't say nothing that wasn't true.
Yeah, I was just tripping out. I kind of like glossed over it a little bit because I was like, damn.
Even Grandmaster Caz co-signed what he said, because, I mean, it is true.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I just thought it was crazy that you got these new kids that just got a backpack off their back 5 years ago, and now they're like super woke at everything in life. You know what I mean? So it's like they just misconstrued what Fat Joe was saying. He's just saying Hispanics and Puerto Ricans and blacks were together when they were doing hip hop, and they were part of that small environment because it wasn't big. It was just a small amount of people that were doing a little culture, and that's all he's saying. He's not saying that we created it and we took it from you. We're the beginning.
No, we were a part of creating it.
We were just part with you. We're there doing our thing. We just talked about on the podcast last week, Ruby D, Whip a Whip.
That's right.
You got Prince Whip a Whip. You got Charlie Chase. You got the Rocksteady crew. I mean, there's just so many different people, that we're just involved. Which it doesn't even matter because I come from the original hip hop. We didn't even care about that.
Yeah.
It's like you guys is bringing this up now with this young generation for no reason and making it like into an issue with that. That's the reason we were together, because we wasn't no issue. It was we all were creative.
Yeah.
It's about being creative.
It was a common.
I mean,
and-
anybody that says that, like, because I've been hearing Crazy Legs talking and all. Anybody that says that hip hop is just a black, created by blacks and only for black, and it's black music, like, I don't think so. We come from New York, and it was everybody out there living that hip hop life. You know, white people, black people, Latinos, Chinos, Indians,
Everybody.
whatever be, and we were all there from the beginning. So
Yeah.
you know, so
Squeeze.
Squeeze. Squeeze, please.
Now let me say this though. I salute the black culture, no question. I always salute the creativity and everything about black culture. No, it's not no disrespect. It's not taken away from nothing. It's just it just bothers me because we as Hispanics have done so much stuff together with blacks, getting down and making the music. We never even talked about that. It was never about that. It was about who can make dope shit. If we can help somebody out, and we didn't care if you were black. We work with you. How many people came through my studio that we opened our doors for? And it wasn't. That's not what hip hop is about. Hip hop is about how can we make this dope. It's all about being dope.
Well,
and so but we were there in the beginning too, and don't discredit us. That's all I'm saying.
I think some of the folks that like make those comments like that are trying to go at Fat Joe, they just don't know the history of hip hop, like for real. They're just trying to gaslight some shit. And they don't know the actual history of the culture, because if you did know, you would know that it was like a lot of different folks. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's no disrespect to the black culture, because we celebrate that because
that all day.
It's a strong representative.
I love that
and we're a part of it. But that's what I'm saying. We're a part of it.
Let's not get it twisted. It is black music, but it wasn't built just by blacks.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's all we're saying.
It took a lot of people to build this hip hop.
For sure.
I feel like hip hop was multiracial.
Right.
It was everybody.
Well, it is. It wouldn't have been wouldn't have crossed over and in some parts become even pop. You know, because there is pop rap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it hits across the board. It's not meant for one particular.
For me, hip hop started with breakdancing, and that was Hispanic, Black, Asian, you know, Italians. You know, everybody was
Whoever got skills.
Yeah, yeah. It was whoever had the
that
skills.
And then when you get down to the graffiti end of it, in that part of the hip hop, you got a whole mixture of people in that. So it's just you know, like I said, I don't really want to get too deep into it in that level, but I just don't like when people try to discredit us, and we need to speak up for ourselves. Like, hey, bro, we're not trying to say we took over your music or nothing like that. We're just saying we were in the beginning of hip hop when it was created. That's all. It's not taking nothing away from nobody or nothing. That's it. You know what I mean? But these new kids today, though, they want to take it to a whole other level. That's why Pat Joe was probably tripping out. Like, what are y'all talking about?
It's
like,
basically just stating our place in it. Like, you know, we were there in the beginning.
That's all, man.
You know,
It's all fun. I love hip hop. I'm so thankful to hip hop and the culture of hip hop.
Oh, it
It's done
saved
so
my
much
life.
for me in my life. Yeah, for sure. I've done so
Saved
much
my
in my
life.
life. Come on, man. I love y'all.
Yeah, man. Facts.
I mean, shit. I dedicated my life to it.
And like I said, it's a
Sir, made the right choice.
it's a unity thing. You know what I mean? I think, you know, it's like I said, it's never been about the color and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's
that
about
don't
who's dope
matter.
at what they do. That's what it's always been about. Who's dope at what they do, man.
Like we was doing this before there was a check attached to it.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Or any money attached. You know, we
Yeah,
was just
for the
doing
love of it.
for the love and for the competition because we want to be the best. Always.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. So,
Definitely, it was
For
always
the best.
always competitive.
Hey, load me up another because I owe one, and I don't want people to think that I cheated them out of
Psycho Lazy open bar. Let's go.
that one earlier because they're probably like, oh, B's trying to act like he don't remember it. I already know what you're thinking.
Bring it.
You know. Yes, bring it. It's almost that time. Thank you. Grazie. It's almost that time, man. We might as well just have that time.
Time for submissions. 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 Time for submissions.
All right, let's do this. We got a bunch of submissions in today. First one's pretty funny. We got Midwest Boxing up in here saying, I was standing there and all of a sudden, people started to surround Jeffro. They thought he was DJ Muggs.
Yeah, they thought Jeffro was Muggs.
I love it.
Salute to Jeffro, though, man.
He looked like Muggs, though.
Yeah, we could always front, like put him behind the turntable.
Gotta bring them on tour.
Be Real as Heebie-Jeebie. Muggs has Jeffro.
Yep.
That's tight.
Oh, we should put Heebie Jeebie and Jeffro together. We just need a send dog. Now we need a send dog and a Bobo.
Mugfro.
We need a send dog and a Bobo now, and we'll put them all together and have them take a group picture. Like, it'd be fucking insane, man.
What's the future of being a band anyway? You know, I mean, like it's my goal too to also have a younger version of us that not only does what we do well, but they have the tools to create new stuff and carry the name and the brand beyond.
You know, they're doing that with groups like the Temptations, right? Well, they're not making new music. They're just carrying on the music from the time. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But I hear what you're saying. That's
Yeah,
slightly different.
yeah, no, I see like, you know, new guns not only can do the catalog, but they can keep creating the catalog. Like I don't, you know, if they're creating it, I don't need the
That
whole
is dope.
pie. Just
Yeah.
give me a little.
That would be
slice.
cool.
That would be cool.
You would just have to get fans to accept that someone is stepping in for Steftone. You know what I mean? And the whole group the whole
Nah,
contingency.
but if
and
you stamp it, then it's all that.
it's
That's
like
what I'm saying.
When you stamp it and say, "Hey, this is
Well, you know,
introducing you to
how's
this
that
is what it
different
is."
than Menudo then?
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm just saying. Like I'm just saying, if they stamp it and say that it's cool, then you know.
Yeah, I guess
we're
you're
doing-
right.
all right, this is our
We'll
thing.
create a group that we,
They're gonna carry the torch.
just carry it.
You know what I mean?
And then they got to.
Just send me my check.
the-
Send me my piece.
But,
Them
you know, but
Japanese-
that's called retirement.
That's what
fund.
it is. There's nothing wrong with that.
Them Japanese R&B groups is killing them.
Each group works for the next.
It
And
works.
Kevin sent in this next submission asking if Aton has a long-haired twin that
Oh my
plays guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
I thought there was going to be some guitar playing at least.
Nerd fan.
Looks like Aton though, right?
Aton's aunt,
Gaetan.
Mayton.
Right. Frighteningly.
That's Aton's aunt, Mayton. All right.
And next up in here, we got Bart's Barbecue, and he's saying Smokefest 2 tickets are on sale for October 27th. He's saying pre-sale price of $85. So go get them for this week.
Oh boy, this wrapped it up.
Gonna be lit.
Oh, the vegetarian small bites.
I'm pretty sure they're smoked as well.
If you like to eat
They're probably delicious.
and you like music,
Vegetarian small
That's the
bites.
spot, huh?
Steptone's going to wear the 0% vegan shirt.
For sure.
All right.
And next up in here, we got DJ Havoc Official saying, when shopping around, I finally picked up that Josh D.
Word up. He's got some great OG.
Oh, I love OG. Which one's that?
Josh D. He's like
Said to be the original.
he's the one that had it first out here.
Oh, I gotta get that.
Yeah.
I love me
I
some
gotta try.
OG.
I gotta try his OG. I haven't had it in a very, very long time.
I gotta try that. I love OGs.
We got Wilfred Cyrus out here in Michigan checking out the greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice greenhouse, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Casa Verde.
Shout out to Michigan.
Hell yeah.
Pedro saying they got some flavors over there.
They
They
got
do.
flavors in Michigan.
They do.
They do, huh?
I promise you, they do. I had some.
Shout out my homie, John Smith. What up?
You know who's got flavors out there is my man Trick, the orangutan.
Detroit.
Man, that is a hell
the
of a
D?
strain. The orangutan is, yeah. That's what their strain is called
Oh
down
no,
there.
that's his strain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Trick got a strain, and he's doing things out there. He got a lot of flavors, man. But like that orangutan one, that shit is the business.
Mm.
It's in several shops down there, I think, including the one they got down there.
Mm.
And next up in here, we got David. And David's up in here saying, just wanted to say I put in my order for my Rebel collab shirt and the hat last week, and they're already sold out.
That is a dope shirt. Salute to Rebel 8.
Oh yeah, man. Hold on. Stop. I'm glad you said that. I seen that. I love Rebel 8.
Yeah. They used
Hey,
to.
bro, I need to get some of that. That Rebel 8 look good, man.
I'll hook it up.
I need that, bro.
Hey,
Seriously.
they used to lace me a
Oh,
lot. Rebel 8.
I got a gang of Rebel 8 hats, man. I used to love their hats.
Before I was rocking Sullen and all that stuff, I was rocking Rebel 8. And then,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe the
B-bro,
other
let me
one.
ask you when you put those pictures up, when you guys first started, you guys were like the first ones that really not the first ones, but I would say you were early in that game of like the T-shirt and people wanting to wear it. There's a difference between just having you're an artist and you have a T-shirt, and then there's a T-shirt that people want to wear, right?
Right.
So you guys had one of those. That first Cypress Hill one with the skull.
Yeah.
That one, like you had to
The
have
black
that.
one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a had to have.
The white one too, but more so the black. Now the white one is the one people want more
Right.
than anything, but the
Right.
black one with the red logo on it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I remember, was it Ice Cube or Ice T that wore it? And
Yeah,
the picture
Ice
with-
Cube.
Ice Cube did, right? So
Or
that was
it was one of the ices.
yeah. One of them. They have a picture of them together where he wore it too, and it was. I mean, that shirt was really like dope. But how did that come about? That first shirt and that concept to even do that?
We just thought, let's slap the damn logo on the front of a black shirt and put like a phrase on the back. Like I think it was fucking up the program and funky Cypress Hill shit. And there was one more phrase, but I can't remember what it was. But we said those phrases on the back, and then that slapped the logo. We thought the logo, spoke volume. So we said, let's just go with that. No crazy ass designs, and it popped. We were like,
So you didn't even really know. You just said, "Hey, let's just to put a shirt out there," and then all of a sudden
we
it
liked
popped.
it. We thought it was a great representative, and you know, like, and that was us starting it. This was before we went with a big, you know, fucking
Company.
distribution company and all that stuff, and you know, where they put it out there in the stores, and you know,
I mean, it was definitely
like before we got with the merch company, we had that logo and we put it on the shirts, and then they liked that, and they started doing when we made that deal, they started doing what we were doing times, you know, huge volumes. I mean, we were moving a lot of merch. There was like a 3-year stretch. We outsold everybody in merch, even Bon Jovi.
crazy.
Like
Because
it was like that heavy.
because
but
of the skulls and all that. Because people just got into
the rock skull.
the rock skull.
I mean, you know, when you look at it, hip hop didn't have a skull in it till we got there.
That's what I was about to tell you. Like you know, you guys was repping hardcore from the beginning.
Yeah.
That logo.
We came in with that logo. Nobody had it
hardcore,
like that.
Hard.
And it still serves us to this day. Man.
No, for sure. That's what's cool about to see you guys still have your stuff out, because it reminds me of that first shirt when the impact it made. Because remember in the early 80s, I mean in the late 80s, remember Ice-T having a Syndicate shirt? Was that was like it.
You wanted to have that.
You wanted to have that.
You
That's
needed
what,
that.
That's what I mean about popular shirts.
You knew you were representing if you had it.
If you had a Syndicate shirt, bro, and showed up to a party, you just
No. That's
right?
everything.
Am I right or wrong?
You ain't
Right?
wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Certain people had, and then you guys came with the Cypress shirt, which was like you had to have that.
Yeah.
Gotta have that. Gotta
House
have
of
that.
Pain had a shirt.
Yep.
Their first shirt.
Was that like a '90s thing where we thought logos was important? Because nowadays, like I don't know nobody's logo. It's like
I think the difference is that like for us, we felt our logo stood out, and we said, "Fuck it, we're gonna stand on our logo."
Again, back to what you're talking about, the competitive nature of it all. You know, you wanted to have the best. You were always trying to make something that, you know, stood out from everything else.
Right. We looked at it like the way Iron Maiden had their logo, Eddie.
Yeah.
Their skeleton, and the way that
I mean, how many school books had that little book cover on the outside? Everybody was drawing their Iron Maiden logos and Ed.
Right.
the peachy
You know?
folder.
Yeah.
All right. What you got?
Next one up here, we got Sven up in here saying this sub is a Titanic. He's saying fried eggplant, roast beef, some fresh mozzarella, white American, sun-dried tomatoes, stuffed peppers, and a drizzle of balsamic vinegar.
It looks delicious. You're gonna have to work 2 hours to catch that off, but yeah,
Bring it home.
It is on a white plate.
it is
It
on a
look great.
Looks good to me. Yeah.
It's got them high and hungry candles in the back.
I probably would only eat half of it though.
And fried that grilled up jalapeno on there or baked on there on the bun.
Yeah, it looks good.
Breakfast and dinner.
Yeah, you can't lose with breakfast and dinner,
And he got the piece in the back, man.
and the pieces in the back. Fuck.
Got that coca.
We got Ibis up in here saying, I paddled out to my spot the other day. Northside Scripps Pier. Embrace the ocean, everyone.
I respect the ocean.
That's nice.
yeah,
Embrace it.
I love the ocean.
I embrace the ocean, but I will not jump in it and swim in it and do any of that.
I'm passing.
I will.
Yeah, well, you know, hey.
You're a big ocean swimmer, Les, or what?
Hell yeah. No, come on.
Swim the
I could swim.
I come from swimming in the dirtiest oceans in New York.
I could
Coney
swim
Island.
strong,
No,
but I ain't swimming in the ocean.
We got one happy mama up in here saying, a little beautiful sunrise on this Tuesday morning.
Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice shot.
That's nice right there.
And we got Garcia up in here, a little mushroom and cheese.
Okay,
What?
Quesito.
I would do that.
That looks good.
Champiñones.
Got the little avocado on the side,
I love it.
Got that salsa guacamole right there.
Bring it.
I'm not mad at any of this here.
Where's the steak?
Vegetarian, Les. Well, here's the steak. We got Scott up in here. He's got 2 ribeyes, New York strip,
my.
corn, sauteed onions.
We're gonna eat.
Saying finally got a non-rainy day and was able to grill today. He's saying also got the banana joint as well.
All right.
He's saying figured you guys want to see what's up for dessert. Got a chocolate cheesecake my wife made.
She made it.
Stop.
That looks delicious.
That does.
Heavy duty.
Another 2 hours in the gym, right?
It's worth it.
Heavy
I'm
duty.
gonna have to
Worth
jump.
it, though.
I'm gonna have to jump rope for 60 minutes to get that shit off right there.
Dang.
And Scott saying thank you guys all again for the great entertainment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers.
We got Mike
Jeez.
Phillips up in here saying, what up, y'all? Sorry for the blurry pic, but made some orange chicken with chicken fried rice. Turned out great.
That is blurry, son. That's like how I see my letters when I try to read. I need glasses.
Camera needs glasses, Mike.
Your camera needs glasses.
For real.
Take the filter off.
For real.
We got Hector up in here, and he's saying, how about a blessing from all of y'all at the table? Wife Nicole and I will be grandparents for the first time at the young age of 43.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations. It is the best.
Congrats.
It is the best. I love being a grandfather, man. I love it. I never thought I'd love like something like so much as being a grandfather. It is the coolest thing, man.
I'll say this, growing up, it was frowned upon to have a kid early. So, but in actuality, if you actually want to have a family one day, start early because that way you can experience the
That's
depth
right.
of it.
That's right.
It's true.
To be a grandparent at a young age, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, for
'cause-
real.
That's not bad.
Because your grandkids get to know you.
Mhm.
A lot of times we don't know our grandparents because they passed before we even understand who they are.
And they're way older, and so they don't really connect that deep because they're still small. I could connect with my grandkids because we can go play a video game, and I
Yeah.
still could. Grandpa this, Grandpa that. Yeah, man, come on, little man. And so I'm still active. I could pick them up and roll them around, and it's just a different experience. But you're absolutely right on that. I had my daughter when I was young, so that's why it gave me the opportunity today in my 50s to still be young enough to still be able to do that. You know what I mean? So
And my experience says that we all learn the hard way. So it's okay to mess up when you're young. You don't know better. That's how you're learning is actually messing up.
yeah, for sure,
True that.
for sure.
Can't get everything right.
Can't
Yeah,
get it
man.
all right.
Yeah.
You got to try.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
got to try.
I just say grandkids are great, man. So enjoy.
For real.
Boom.
And we got Smug234 up in here saying, scored these all-access Soul Assassin passes from 1993
Wow.
at the Golden West swap meet.
Yeah. Huh.
That's tight.
That's crazy. I remember those. Kenji probably has one or two.
He's on Punch in the Air right now.
What the fuck?
God damn it!
Come on, Ray.
I like
you
the
gotta
art on
admit
there.
that was a good one.
That's great.
I had it right there. I was like right in the pocket.
And we got Bree up in here with a little medicated peanut butter oatmeal cookies.
Oh.
It's like bomb.
Bring
I
it.
get down with oatmeal cookies, mine.
Finally, no raisins.
Throw,
Yeah.
throw some raisins
I
up in
could,
there.
you know,
man.
I like
I could do either or.
Yeah.
But oatmeal cookies, I fucks with them.
Don't hate on the
Those are
raisins.
good.
I love it.
Dom
don't-
says to add some chocolate chips in there.
He ain't wrong neither. That's the way to do it. If you want to spice up that cookie,
That's right.
chocolate chip.
And we got Red Boy up in here saying a little another creation. Got some beef with broccoli with some fried dumplings.
I like that.
I get down with that.
I like that too.
Bring it.
Bring it.
Looks great. Nice white plate.
Sounds weird.
And a
when you say-
reasonable portion. It's not hanging off the edge.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
That's right.
That's the best though when it's hanging off the edge.
I don't
We
know
got more
about
for
that.
later.
Okay.
Oh, I've taken many a serving to the edge. I'm trying the front. I'm just saying you got to learn how to trim it down.
He trimmed it down nicely for the photo.
Yeah, because he got another portion after that.
Yeah.
And we got Red Boy back up in here saying, found my box of VHS tapes. He's saying he's got the whole collection of Woodstock 94.
Wow.
Damn.
That's crazy.
When you straight up
That's
wrote on the label what
crazy.
it was.
Look at that. Who was on our day? The Rollins Band. Henry Rollins.
Hey, man. One day that'll be worth something.
That's crazy, man.
They had Blind Melon on that day.
Blind Melon, yeah. Thought he came out in a dress or something that day. Rest in peace, Shannon Hoon, right?
Yeah.
Salt and Pepper was there. Look,
Salt and Pepper, yeah.
they was there.
They were the other hip hop representative.
Arrested Development.
Us.
They got up in there.
Us
Man, look at the show they are surrounded by. Primus, Nine Inch Nails, Metallica, Aerosmith.
Yeah, that was
And that stage was big, huh? Or does it just look big on the
it
camera?
was pretty big. You know, I mean, we've seen bigger
It looks
stages.
big on camera.
We've seen bigger stages, but like
Yeah.
the crowd of people was enormous.
Wow.
I mean, it's 500,000 people.
It's a great lineup.
That shit was crazy to see that.
Mm.
And we got Haas up in here with a little joint rating. He's got a giant joint.
Mm.
Looks good.
Well done.
Hey, I'm gonna give this. Let's see.
It's already deficient because it's got a paper tip, first of all.
Yeah,
That's
I think Haas is out in Brazil.
I'm gonna have to give that a 6.
that right there where the belt is on. It's a little
Give
tight.
it to him.
Go to the finger.
It's a little tight in that belt.
He's rolling the paper tip. Deductions.
He's hiding.
Roll
the,
up.
Hiding the tip.
There goes the first part.
Got the nug right there.
Here's point 1. No, that's point 2. Next, go up.
You want to go?
No.
down
Away
here.
from the finger.
There we go.
And then you flare up over here,
Finger.
and then it's done. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with a 6.
Yeah, that's fair.
We got Flatman Can up in here saying he scored some weed all the way up in Canada.
Okay. Canada be having some good strains out there.
They do. I can't front on Canada. They got some weed.
They do. Tasty shit.
Have always gotten high out there.
Yeah, for sure. I love
Yeah.
Canada. Canada's a nice spot.
Me too.
Yeah.
We got Otto's Pop Palace up in here saying, "What up, everybody, and welcome back to Be Real. Here's some white plates my girl and I cooked up over the weekend."
Hey.
Ooh. Saucy.
Yeah, that looks good.
Saucy.
Mm-hmm. Little sesame chicken.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With some cilantro right there on the side.
Ooh.
That looks good.
Nice spring roll.
That looks good with the soy paper.
Yeah, y'all eating right, man.
Man. Like your style.
Little fish tacos.
Fish tacos.
Oh, yeah.
Tacos.
Yeah, that looks
Even Macho Man approves.
Good portions, too.
Good portions, yeah.
Shout out to Otto's Pot Palace.
yeah, that's nice.
Right on.
Yeah.
And we got Marbell up in here with
Oh,
a little
boy.
art.
Oh, shit. Deadpool's a sellout, huh? All right.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Jux up in here saying the funky reggae funky for this afternoon joint. He's saying he's not looking for a rating, but just showing it off.
Yeah, because we would rank that one.
Yeah, you don't want that one.
That doesn't look too bad.
Give it a 3.
See, you don't even want to put that in the competition, brother.
No.
Just
But look, that's good work.
nah, it is.
That's
I
good work.
smoked the fuck out of that.
Let's go smoke like a 10.
It's kind of funky.
Yeah.
And it's
man.
got funky, so you
Yeah.
get 5 points up for that.
all day.
But it's not a rating, so
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
salute.
And we got AM Art up in here with a little bit of eggs and broccoli.
Interesting.
Eggs and broccoli, huh?
I know it's a styrofoam plate, but at least it's white.
At least it's a white styrofoam. This is interesting to me.
All that needs right there is a nice big old flour tortilla.
Hmm.
There you go.
And some salsa.
Yeah, wrap that up and give it some
Some
juice.
salsa Holmes. Green, preferably. And then let's go.
And some French fries.
Wrap that bitch in that tortilla you're talking about, and let's have a ball.
Throw some,
There it
throw
is.
some pommes frites in there.
Yeah.
what
Some
I'm talking
pommes frites.
And we got Alley Cat up in here saying, "Rate my joint at Dynamo Zurich, Switzerland."
4.
A That's pretty cool.
He said, rate that joint.
Look at that kid in the background. You see him down there? He's looking at it like,
What does that mean, Dad?
I want one of those.
Hey, Dad, what is that? Never mind, son. Just keep walking.
It's a floaty for the pool. And next up in here, would you guys try this?
No.
Boom! Oh,
Man.
fought it the whole way. It would have been all good if he just went with it. When that happens, don't resist. Let it flip you.
I think he
fought it.
He did.
And the result was slappage.
Oh, man. Boom.
That hurts.
Oh,
That hurts right
that's
there.
a
man.
4-story slap.
Cannonball.
He's lucky, too. It was only 2 homies that landed on it.
Yeah, you don't want to be going in flat. You want to go in like a fucking nail.
Yeah, foot first. Let it flip you.
Damn, that's crazy.
And that seems to be it so far.
Oh man. Yeah, no. I would no. I wouldn't do that. You asked us, would you do this? No.
What about like at a younger age?
Probably at a younger age.
That's funny you say that because I said, now the 15-year-old me,
Oh, hell
14-year-old me, my crazy ass would have tried it.
Hell yeah.
If I see somebody else do it, like, oh, let me do that, bro.
Yeah,
I want to see what that's about.
Yeah, 23-year-old me
Yeah.
would have been all about it.
for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's
I
do
would
it.
try
Bring it.
But even if you're 50 and you do it, don't fight it.
Don't
Yeah,
fight it.
yeah.
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Let it do its thing.
Feet first.
Yeah, it wants to get you feet first, but first you have to do a flip. Don't fight it.
Yeah, don't fight it.
Belly first.
Oh man, because if you fight it,
That's a lot to think about while you're in the air.
Yeah, let your
Like,
feet
where's
do
the
their
flip
thing.
at?
man.
Where's the flip? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
They're coming around. Just wait for them.
wait, my body is.
Oh, like, wait a minute. Hold on. Look,
Like
whoa,
he
what
stopped. He
flip?
was
What
preventing.
flip?
He was holding the. He was stalling the flip out. Should have just
he
went
does.
with
I'm
it.
like, step behind the flip. What happened?
That's like at least what 20 feet right there.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's
gotta be.
Yeah, that's easily 30.
That's probably 30.
Man, that's
30 and some
crazy,
change.
Because I mean, they're jumping off the 3rd floor. That's the results. You know what I mean?
And them arms and legs are swinging. Look at that.
That's what I'm saying.
Boy, he's
Fought it the
he's
whole way.
moving, bro.
Trying to
Look.
fly.
Oh, whoa, wait.
Yeah.
It's still fun. The jumper.
Like he wanted all the air, but he just wasn't ready for it. Couldn't handle it.
Yeah, he could have landed in that where it wouldn't have been as painful. Because that's a painful landing, right?
Because he fought it to the end, all the way to the end. Look. He made himself flop.
I mean, unless he's that kind of guy that was just like, you know what, I'm going to do this so that I could, like, look crazy.
Show us some bad. I want to see some badass flippage. I want to see an expertise.
crazy.
The expert version of that, because those motherfuckers, they be tearing that shit up.
Oh, yeah, they'll do flips and all that stuff and land in the water clean so that they don't feel the pain from landing on water from like a 20-foot drop.
Oh, fools be jumping off 90-foot cliffs, 100-foot cliffs.
I got another quick one for you.
It's
Right
all in
here.
the way you land.
Oh, this dude
Oh,
right
no.
here. This is a
wow.
disaster
Oh,
waiting
no.
to
This
happen.
is- This is not good.
He takes lift.
Pumping
though.
up the
He
crowd.
This
takes
is not
lift.
good.
He takes lift.
First of all,
That's
them,
not
them
Bart's.
draws is tight, man.
Too tight for him.
Oh,
He's
here we go.
tripping.
Oh, shit. Boom!
Ooh, he flies.
He fought it. He fought
man.
it. He fought it. That's what happened.
He didn't have to do all that extra shit and jump from there.
Uh-uh.
But that's why he got all that extra air.
Those people below him don't know how grateful they are for that roof. Poof. Yep, that's a 4-story slop right there.
His big ass paid the price, I'll
Wow.
tell you that.
Hell yeah.
Another
dude.
angle right here.
His
Oh,
big ass
look
paid
at him.
the
Oh!
price.
Oh!
Oh. His big ass paid the price, Chief.
He did it the hard way. Yeah. Again, he shouldn't have, if he didn't fight it, he would have came out all right.
Wait. Freeze it.
Fight.
Can you can't zoom in, can you?
Oh yeah, I can't zoom in because it's a video.
Oh man.
Zoom into the.
Oh.
All right.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's serious splash right there.
I mean, he fell 2 stories before he even hit the slide.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. All that weight, all that momentum.
Yeah, on that roof. You know what I'm saying? He was taxing that roof. Those people are lucky.
They are lucky that shit didn't cave in. That was a heavy dude, man.
Yeah, he's not lucky. The people below him were.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The people below him.
Yep.
Because that roof didn't look too sturdy.
No, it looked rickety. For a 300-pound man, that did not look safe.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
He put that roof to the limit. Push it to the limit.
Limit! Living on the razor's edge.
Yeah. For real.
For real.
I couldn't do that though, man.
I'm not even hating on him. I'm just saying. He
Hey, his big ass went balls out, though.
He
Like,
asked for all it could give. It gave all it could give.
Mm-hmm.
a big dude like that, he went balls out. He said, I'm going to hit this slide, and I'm going to catch air.
And I respect him taking in the inside line and not going to the outside, because if he missed in any kind of way, he was launching all out. He wasn't going to make it
Oh,
to
if
the
he had
water.
taken the big ramp?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was he's definitely flipping for that.
Yeah, that would have been devastating.
That would have been flapjacks right there for my dude. That would have been belly first.
Oh,
Oh, that would have been some pain.
That would have been belly first. He's knocked out. They got to send in some lifeguards to yank his ass out.
yeah. They got to bring in air support.
Yeah, because if you seen, I don't know if anybody paid attention. That ramp was gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
He just missed it.
I mean, he hit the side of it, but if he
He
would
hit
have
the
went off of it,
Oh yeah,
whew,
done deal.
Dun-dun-dun.
It was Oh no, he hit it.
yeah, the side of it. He didn't go off of it, though.
No, he did. Oh yeah, he hit it. He hit the second. He hit the one right next to it.
Yeah, he dropped 2
He sh-
stories before he went for it.
He should have went for it in lane 1.
That's crazy.
He should have went for it in lane 1.
And then, B, I think you were asking about this the other day. Something about, I think it was the Chicago Air Show.
Oh yeah.
Time you hear that motherfucker fly by, your building got blown up.
Yeah, we were outside on our balcony, and the Blue Angels were putting on an air show
What was that at?
in Chicago.
Oh, Chicago.
We could see it outside of my balcony. Like Aton got a bunch of footage. There's like footage of
That's crazy.
yeah. We were seeing like
They're practicing.
biplanes going in threes, like doing these crazy ass formations and then doing these stalls and dives. It was crazy, and seeing these jets like do crazy maneuvers and then doing like chases, like the jet chasing the biplane, like they're like on, like it was crazy. All right. We're going to open the doors to the Insane Asylum. So if you got a question, comment, shout out, suggestion, do it now. Let's go.
Do it.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
All right, let's do this. First one up of the day, we got White Rhino saying Julio in the table. Thoughts on if cannabis was blackballed after the LL beef? We need him on the show.
Well, okay, say it again. What was the question?
He was asking if you think that cannabis got blackballed after the LL beef.
Okay, well, when that LL beef went down with them, I'm trying to remember correctly, but I don't remember what it was. But I don't think I played it out of respect to LL. I don't remember why, but I just looked up to LL so high. So I don't know. I don't know if I would say that blackballed cannabis. I think that cannabis, he went with Wyclef. I just don't think Cannabis' first album was really like captured who he was.
Right.
I think he had some good songs.
He
on
was
it.
dope, but it didn't capture who he was.
Yeah, I love Wyclef. That's my man, but I don't know if that was the right fit. So I think that's kind of what hurt Cannabis a little bit more. But it's very difficult with rappers like him because they're really talented. They're really good. So you got to find you got to give RZA respect to be able to get those flamethrower rappers that he had and put it into something as the Wu-Tang Clan. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you're just a really lyrical rapper like that, it's not that easy to make, music like that's just going to appeal to everybody. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I would say he got blackballed. I think he may have somewhat because LL was just a big name, but I think it might have been the project itself.
That too. I think also
and I love Cannabis.
He had heat. So if he had followed up more with some music, might have been a different story, but I don't think he put enough music out too. All right.
And we got Murr Eats up in here saying quitting cigarettes is the hardest thing I've ever tried to do. Not giving up, but I've been trying since March.
Keep trying.
Keep trying. You could do it.
Keep trying, because this is what happened. I didn't do it on my first time.
No way.
I tried a couple of times, but it was that last time when I was just, that's it.
Telling you, I had at least a 8-year ramp up to when it happened.
Yeah, yeah. So don't think you can't do it.
Don't give up.
It's possible.
Si se puede.
And at the end of the day, just remember, man, it's for your health too, man. So it's not only about it's good for you to quit. Nah, it's good for you to quit for real.
I'm just saying, even if for the sake of the smell, you will be absolutely amazed how much you can smell the difference in 3 weeks' time. That's all it took for me. Just after 3 weeks, when I smelled the difference, I was like, damn. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Life forgives.
We got Blood Clot up in here asking, does anyone at the table only smoke flower?
Me. I only smoke flower.
Straight flower.
Flower and dabs.
I smoke mostly flower. I mean, I'll do dabs, obviously, but I don't go out of my way to do all the other stuff. It just sort of happens, mostly flower for me.
And like EPMD said, I smoke MCs.
Flower, again, is my cigarettes. I go to the dabs for the final. I need to get there.
That's right.
Yeah, the final destination.
Oh, that'll get you there.
That's where I'm like, I want to get all the way there.
Bring it.
And we got Marbell up in here saying, I'll crip walk all over your grave, Colton.
That's various business.
And he's also saying, yo, be it, you better teach Colton how to squabble. Marbell, when I drop bars, Marbell's always in a panic. His mom is my Rose, and I'm banging her like Jack in the Titanic. Because I'm Bars Bolton, son. I'd be having fun. I'm learning to roll my R's while practicing on Marbell's mom. Because I give her the love that no other guy can supply. It's the BOLTDADDY.
Oh, shit. Bolton came with the bars today. Bolton bars.
Work. Give him that bar work.
Bars Bolton.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bars Bolton.
Thank you.
All right.
We got Vanessa up in here saying, can I get a shout out to my man Mars Foo? It's his birthday today. He's always in the Discord and the Twitch.
Happy birthday, Mars.
Happy birthday.
Mars.
Enjoy your day, bro.
Yeah, don't be smoking no booth today. Only good stuff. Not that you smoke booth ever, because you shouldn't. But yeah.
Don't you ever.
That good.
And we got Alfredo up in here saying, thank you so much for coming to Wichita, Kansas. Always love seeing you guys, and it was my wife's first time going to a Cypress Hill concert, and she loved it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wichita was a great crowd, man. Can't complain. Yeah. I go back there. Flip it again.
And we got Papa up in here saying, we need Mike Tyson and Godfather on the show.
We do.
Bring it.
Bring it.
Or I would like to say them arm wrestle.
That's right.
What do you think?
Right here at the table.
I think Godfather.
Possible.
I put my money on Godfather.
Possible.
Tyson's my dude, but Godfather.
Yeah.
We got Adam up in here saying, I showed my mom the Baby Bash episode that just passed a few weeks back. She was dying from laughter. It's a good one to rewatch.
She's hilarious.
Baby Basharini.
Yeah.
That was fun that day.
Broski.
And we got Sven up in here saying, what is it, Gramercy Park? He's saying it's still there.
Gramercy.
Gramercy Park.
What'd you say, Gramercy?
Gramercy?
Oh, my God. It's Gramercy.
He's saying he's still there, and if that's the park you're talking about.
No, the park is still there, but there was a hotel next to the park.
Gramercy Park, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
apparently they sold it, and a new group owns it, and they're gonna rebrand.
And they don't know us as Rastafarian anymore.
Yeah, nah.
Remember, that's how our tour manager would say these guys are Rastafarian, so they need their own thing because they smoke.
Camp leader can.
Yeah. So boom. That's why. But I just like that spot. It was just a cool ass spot. I
That
love
was
their
a good
beds,
spot.
man. Their beds are comfortable.
Their bar was
B-roll,
always cracking
B-roll,
too.
but B-roll, oh yeah, the bar was always popping. But B-roll, speaking of that spot, remember that time we came back from that Brooklyn show? I don't know what it was, Brooklyn or something we played, and Bobo fell asleep on the bus. And he stayed on the bus.
Oh,
and
he
the bus
stayed
took
on the
off.
bus. Oh man. Okay, so let me give y'all game. So when you do tours in New York, your bus can't stay in New York. It has to drop you off,
And they roll out to Secaucus.
and it rolls out. Yeah, it rolls
That's
out.
where I be kicking it.
Yeah. And Bobo fell asleep on the way from the gig to the hotel, and
From Brooklyn to Manhattan,
from
mind
Brooklyn
you.
to Manhattan.
It wasn't even like a far
Yeah,
like,
he was out,
he was just out.
and no one checked to see if he got out of his bunk.
He was in the coffin.
And Bobo woke up on the weekend in the middle of a parking lot that was
In Jersey somewhere.
in Jersey somewhere that was gated and locked. There was dogs in the fucking. He had to call like help. I'm stuck on the bus in the parking lot.
I don't know where I'm at. It's an empty street.
Where the fuck am I at?
I heard 3 gunshots.
And they're like, Bobo, you're not in the hotel room. No, I never got off the bus.
Oh my God.
in the coffin.
I never forget that one, man. He fell asleep on the bus from coming from Brooklyn to Manhattan, bro.
Oh yeah, that was
Vampire sleep.
that was
Vampire
hilarious.
sleep,
How did
yo,
I
for
forget
real.
that, Julio?
It all happened right there at that what do you call it?
Gramercy Park.
Gramercy Park. Good old
Dropping us off
Gramercy
at the
Park.
Gramercy. And,
Yeah. We all got off. Oh, the club looks popping next door. Oh, cool. We off. Everybody's doing their own thing. All right, cool. Bobo says snoring on the bus. He woke up in Jersey at 5 in the morning.
Wow.
Secaucus, baby.
Cold. Woke up in a cold bus.
Yeah, man.
Cold.
He said it was dark. He was scared, lonely.
It's better to wake up over there than wake up in the parking part of a ferry
I
where
would.
you're
Yeah.
locked in.
Yeah,
I
for
would've-
sure.
I would have started the bus and took
Oh man,
off.
that is that yeah, that's hilarious. Right next.
We got Midget Mike up in here saying, table, y'all like home fries or hash browns?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, both.
Bring it.
Scrambled eggs too.
We got E-Zone up in here saying, I'll smoke a menthol vape after being on a sick one.
Okay. I bet you will.
Hey, that dope that's on the street nowadays will have you doing that too, man.
Oh yeah.
There's some serious dope on the streets nowadays, bro. Oh man.
Go
We got
get
eight-
yourself a pack of Newports, pimp.
Yeah.
New pimps, as they call them.
Yeah.
We got AJ Sense with the question here. Yo, B and Julio, do you guys think that Eazy-E's death is suspicious? If so, what are your guys' thoughts?
I do think it's suspicious.
Definitely.
Definitely.
I don't know how do I say it.
Sure.
I in my heart, I personally believe that there was something behind Eazy-E's passing. That's just me.
He had
But that's
Cosign.
because of stuff that I just knew from the background that I don't want to talk about publicly because it's just too deep. And you know what I mean? But there was people that believe it or not, they wanted that label. You know, they wanted that catalog too. And you know, the music business is a really tricky business, man. You wouldn't believe some of the stuff people would do. Just look at Michael Jackson, just to get to his catalogs, and I don't put nothing past nobody. But me personally, I think there was something behind his death.
As the videos have stated, he had that immaculate AIDS
Right. I mean, and he died pretty quick.
with no one in his circle whatsoever having it.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No one got touched.
Not even his
Only him.
his wife or kids.
Yeah.
Right. And so people that don't, I mean, I don't want to get too personal, but his wife was pregnant after he passed away. So that child, and I don't believe her or the baby had that. So and nobody around. Nobody really. If you think about it, nobody came out and sued him. You'd think somebody would have sued his estate.
Yeah.
Because
And that didn't happen. And
remember
no
Rock-
one's come out.
Remember, Rock Hudson had to pay for his situation. He had a somebody that he infected, whatever, and so
Yeah, nobody
he had
came
to
out
pay.
uneasy.
They could have came out and sued him. You know what I mean? Or not sued him, but they would have had to pay for their medical stuff and all that. But I don't know. In my heart, I do believe there was something behind it. But there's nothing we could do about it. What are we gonna do? I mean,
That's right. Nothing can be done. But as the story goes, at least you want to know what the real story is.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
That's all.
Easy got sick really quick, man. I was hanging out with him to the last day. The last radio show we did. I have a picture on my Instagram. If you go on there, it shows you the last picture of him alive. This was Saturday night, and when we walked outside after taking that picture, he tells me, "Hey man, I just ran into Ice Cube, and we gonna get NWA back together." And he was really happy about. He was actually getting NWA back together, but they were cutting Jerry Heller out. That was true. That was happening. Easy wasn't talking to Jerry at that time. A lot of people think that Jerry Heller had something to do with Eazy-E's death because it would seem that way.
Because of the timing.
Yeah, it would seem that way. Like, why? But it has Easy. Jerry's not that sharp, like to do stuff like that. But it wasn't something that had to do with Jerry. I think it was deeper than Jerry. And
Well, it wasn't for a come up because he didn't come up.
right. And so, and honestly, at the end of the day, Eazy always owned Ruthless Records. It wasn't Jerry Heller's label. That was always true. Jerry was just Eazy's manager. He wasn't an owner of that label. So that's Ruthless Records is Eazy-E's label. But like I said, it's a lot more to it. But it's like I said, there's something behind Eazy's death, unfortunately.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Love that brother. Wonderful guy, man.
Salute.
And we got GDP Smoke.
Allegedly.
We got GDP
Allegedly.
Smoke up in here saying salute to the doctor and welcome back. I'm about to spark up some King Louie.
Ooh.
Good to see Send Dog back at the shows. Happy belated B-Day to the icon Eric Bobo. And he's saying top shelf vibes for everyone at the table.
Yes,
Word.
yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes. Thank you.
Many top shelf vibes to you.
Likewise, yeah.
We got Todd Watson up in here saying welcome back. Be real. Can we get a moment of ohms? Much love.
All right. I'm going to have to help us out up there. Hey, man. Chill out. I feel better. Thank you.
And we got Steve O up in here saying 5 p.m. is a good live time. Be Real TV for the East Coast. Thank you.
Word.
East Coast.
Thank you. Tell your friends, man. Share the show out. And while you're at it, if you've not smashed that like yet, smash the like and subscribe if you're not subscribing, and click the all notification bell to get down with the content we drop. All right. Run it.
We got Kiko from the South up in here saying, I only crip walk when I step on my kids' Lego blocks.
Those are the worst, man. Oh man, those are the worst. Those hurt, bro. Those hurt.
It's a nice bars, too, when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Dan up in here saying, repping Italy right here. Yes, spliffs are everywhere, but I don't like them. Joints all the way.
Joints all the way.
There you go.
And that seems to be it so far.
Word up. Joints all
Now,
the
I
way.
was at a concert in Europe somewhere, hanging out with some girls, whatever, and they had some spliffs. I learned how to smoke them, but I learned that it's just like a cigarette.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Basically, I just treated it like a cigarette. But I was jonesing that bad for some weed, and that's all the weed I could find was something that had tobacco in it. I'm like, well, I'll try it. but I figured out how to do it. But if you just inhale it, oh man, that's the worst.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. I remember one time being in the studio with Alchemist. He's rolling his joints with cigarettes. And I started bugging on him like, yo,
What are you
what are you doing? He's like, yo, just going to Europe so much. I got caught up and you know.
Yeah, I remember Muggs was doing that too for a
Next
second.
thing you know, you caught up in that.
But he didn't smoke cigarettes. Like Muggs never smoked cigarettes. I don't think Alchemist did either, but they just did that.
They just like the
I
combination.
guess that's
You were looking at it like, damn, look what you're doing to this. What are you doing, bro?
It's almost
Man.
like smoking a blunt, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe a little bit more.
I don't know, man. I don't know
It's a
about
little bit more
smoking,
harsh.
but a little bit more harsh. I don't
Yeah.
know, but yeah, it's in that area. That's for sure.
Because the blunt don't taste that bad.
But that's
Where you
that
put
tobacco.
oof.
That's something else.
Yeah, that's
It's good if you're a smoker, though.
Yeah, for sure.
As a smoker, they're great.
Mhm.
I enjoyed them. I loved it.
yeah. If you're, yeah, definitely. If you're partaking in smoking, period, like tobacco, that would be a step up right there. Having weed present in your shit.
Yeah, it's like a little booster.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But if you didn't smoke tobacco and that shit got put in your joint, yeah, no, you wouldn't appreciate it.
No.
And what I understood about it too was that the nicotine from the tobacco delivered the THC more direct. You know, it was more of a more of impact. And I really, I mean, if I had to choose the two, especially back then, I chose the spliff for nearly 9 years. That was my choice. People are like, oh, I don't want to smoke. I was like, good, more for me.
For real.
To smoke them to the head.
That's how Exhibit had me with his backwoods.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, till one day I was like, damn, Exhibit, you do backwards because you don't want us to smoke your weed? No, man, it ain't that. No, man, you can pay. Come on, man. I'm like,
No,
nah.
he just genuinely
He likes
them.
those. Yeah, I can't fade those, bro.
Like, man,
I can't do it.
switch to papers, Papa.
Oh, he hated us telling him that. The whole tour we were telling him.
Why you smoking tree
What
bark?
are you
dog?
doing? Yo, exactly. That's what I be. Why are you smoking that tree outside, man?
I would always fuck with him. Be like, yo, why you smoking that tree bark, dog?
We had fun with Exhibit on tour, man. We had a good little time. That was great, man. He's great. A lot of fun with him, man. Shout out to X to the Z, man.
X.
Hey, B, before we get off, I want to ask you something about some hip hop and less. I want to ask you guys some hip hop.
All right.
All right.
Hip-hop.
What do you think about this? So before I came, I was seeing I want to say she's the prosecutor for Fulton County in Atlanta.
Right.
She prosecuted on Young Thug and his crew, right?
Right.
And now she just hit somebody yesterday, which is not somebody I really recognize, but maybe they're known in Atlanta.
Right.
She hit them with some cases too. But she was on the thing talking, and she was saying that they're actually using some lyrics.
Yeah.
And they're using them against them. She said, let me give you some legal advice. I wouldn't be up here telling on records. And if you're going to do that, you're going to have to leave my county because we're going to use this against you. And she read off the lyrics. She's like, dun, 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 we're going to be in your house and whoop-de-womp-de-womp. You know, the whole tattletale.
Yeah.
But it wasn't very specific to say, hey, he's talking about this dude's house, right? So that's
Right.
where it got a little kind of, I'm on the fence on that one. You know, it's kind of crazy. It's like you got to be almost a little careful when you start going in that territory because then what's the next words they're going to use against you?
I think
And that could get a little tricky. But I don't know. What did you think about?
It could be describing a scenario that matched up with the report of a scenario.
so.
Not
Like
the
if
problem.
they're investigating something, right, and like a rapper, let's just say a rapper that's from a neighborhood is coming up and making their name and stuff like that, and they're popular enough and whatever, right? And they say something on a record that's actually happened, and it's maybe a part of this open investigation over here, and they're openly talking about it on a rap song.
Yeah, the chances of you being uniquely creative slims down incredibly.
Well, think about it like this, right? They've been listening and watching what we've been talking about since day one. Now they're listening with different ears. You know what I mean? For different reasons, because they know that some are still running with, street elements and doing shit that they shouldn't be doing, basically.
Right.
You have the right to remain silent.
So, if they can use it against you, they're going to. And I think there's like, I don't know what state it was, but they're like trying to fight that. And
My thing is this: is it specific or is it you rhyming and you're saying something And yeah, you may be speaking on a situation, but can you really say, are you gonna? If he didn't say, I went to B's house, knocked his door down. Okay, I'll give you a good example. On Many Men from 50 Cent,
Right.
on the third verse, he says, Hamo shot me. 3 weeks later, he was shot down. Something. He names out like the guy.
Yeah.
And he says 3 weeks later, he got, that was specific.
Right.
I could understand if they would have put a case on him over. I'm surprised he ever did that, but he basically, that's more specific.
Right.
What she said was going in your house, something in the tags on the car. So it's not, like I said, it's a little vague to me to just be saying, okay, we're going to use these lyrics on you because we think you broke into a house and you took some you know what I mean? I don't know how you, that's why I say, as rappers, how do you feel about that? Is that?
Well, it's dangerous, obviously. And these guys that are still active, you know, doing the street shit.
Yeah, you got to stop snitching on yourself.
You got to be careful what you talk about.
Yeah, on records.
You're going to have to switch it up.
Because homie was talking about, I caught a body about a week ago. And then they did the research, the detectives, and guess what? You did catch a body, nigga. So, it's like, so you know,
You're right.
Stop snitching.
You're right.
Yourself.
No, you're right. I'm not agreeing with, like I said, I'm on the fence on it. I sometimes I get a little scared
The fact that they
because they can use words against you on a situation on somebody, and that's why I say it gets a little dangerous when you got to be either we're gonna be specific about it or it can't be that just that vague. You know what I mean? Because any kid can say anything in a song.
Again, if you did something and you're rapping about it, and it's like an open investigation somewhere, they're going to tap you for it. They're going to use those lyrics on you. If you're dumb enough to do that, again, though, the vague part, I see what you're saying. Like, it might not even, be connected. But if it is, if these dudes were not smart enough to, like, not leave that out because, hey, you're bragging on, like, what you did in this and that, then obviously,
I was at 80-bit.
No, let me I'm sorry. Let me be a little bit more clear. When they got you already. It's not the rap lyrics that got you caught up. They already got a story on you. If they got that far on you to put up a case on you anyway.
Right.
I'm just saying they're using the rap lyrics as an extra, like, on top of it.
See what
because
he said
they
here?
already got the whole case anyway.
Yeah,
right. So they ain't gonna be doing that just off some rap lyrics.
Not only are they telling you that they murdered, but they tell you other things. I was at the nail salon, and just just a lot of little stories that they put it all together, and they're like, yeah, this guy's really talking the truth.
Well, all I could say is that if you know that they're doing that, be careful what you say. You know what I mean? Because I mean, if
big dummy Lamont,
we're in different times.
Prosecutor in Atlanta doing that. Who knows if in other states that starts happening? And if guys are trying to do both, be in this business and stay active on the street, you're gonna have a short time.
No, that's true. That's true, and that's where they're messing up the music and they're messing themselves up because they basically just snitching themselves up.
Yeah, basically.
I remember back in the days, real gangster dudes. They didn't even want to be in pictures, yo.
Yeah.
True. They would be like, nah.
They weren't trying to be famous. That's the opposite of what they wanted to be. They wanted to be anonymous so they could get the paper without any.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, and now it's ass backwards. They want to be famous.
Yeah, and it's like it's more like direct threats to each other. It's way different than like a hit 'em up now. It's way deeper than that. They've gotten to clowning on you when somebody dies. They start clowning on the dude that died, and it gets really ugly out there in the streets now. The way that this new generation does their dissing, like writing on the wall and crossing somebody out. That's our generation of whatever it was. That was a disrespect. It still is a disrespect to this day. But it's just in this new wave. You got if somebody died. I hate to see that, man. When they start just clowning on somebody that died, and I was like, damn, man, this is gone way out of control. You know what I mean? So it's this new generation. They got to figure it out, man.
Yeah, they do.
They're doing too much.
Word up.
I gotta stop dropping my bars.
Stop dropping.
Get in trouble.
Get in trouble,
careful,
dude.
bro.
And we got Faya Ute up in here saying, "Bless up. Weed is expensive and illegal here in Germany. He's saying, I got to spread it out a little bit, so I use a little more herb than tobacco. Don't cuss at me because of it. More life and positive vibes.
I thought they were legalizing in Germany.
Legalize it.
They're going to be, I think so, in the next year or two.
Good. Salute to that. And salute to all y'all that are chilling here with us now. We're going to be in the mix in just a few minutes. Psycho Leezy and myself on Twitch. B_RealTV is the place. We'll put up the link and all that stuff for you to jump in. This is the account. B_RealTV. Come join us. We're going to be popping it off. Thank you for the vibes and salute. Julio, you got shout outs?
Shout out to everybody tuned in. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for all the love y'all be giving me on the YouTube comments, man. It's all love, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
Leezy.
Yo, salute everybody on the check. Word up, salute everybody. Good to have, Be Real back.
Yeah, welcome back, B.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Salute. Word, get ready for the mix. Tuesday, squeeze.
Bolton.
Shout the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout to the Dominator. Also 30% off Dr. Greenthumb's LAX. Just ask your bud tender at checkout and they will hook you up. Also, don't forget about the mix show right after the show. B_RealTV right on Twitch. Steftone.
Yeah. I want to shout out Mark Sargent, Karen B, David Weiss, everyone, everything FE. B, Julio, Les, Bolton, Bra, Morning Shot Films, Tearing at Velvet Hammer. Got a new playthrough coming this Friday. It's going to be for Acid Hologram on the Deftones YouTube channel. Check that out.
Yeah.
Dominator, Aton, Hydro, everybody out there in the Insane Asylum, the Twitch Ward, and all the Discordalies, all the 5150s. Y'all have a great week. See you on Friday. Go on, get yourself some strong gear at the Strong Dot family. All right.
Salute to all y'all. Thank you very much once again. Stay with love. Love is the key. Positive vibes, all right, to all y'all. And spread that instead of all that negativity and boof. You know what I'm saying? We need more love, all right? Join us in the mix. Check out those Dr. Greenthumb stores. We'll put up the addresses to them shortly and experience the insane flavors.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Do yourself a favor and experience the flavor. Also, the Dr. Greenthumb flavors, the collaborations that we do with the Legacy Farm. Scan the code on the bag. Learn about the farm education. All right? Educate yourself. That is also a key. We'll leave you with that. Join us in the mix. 1.
Yeah.